right before the shooting incident, you and the woman who turned out to be your wife later on, you guys had just started dating.
Yeah, man, we was together 2 months before this shit happened.
You guys are together 2 months, you get sentenced, and you end up doing...
8 years, 8 months, 16 days.
And this whole time, she stood around and waited for you while you were in prison.
She did that. That's why I say
Okay.
we the real love in hip hop. Like, it's real agape love, man. Real inconvenient love. Like, you know, like she stood down, man, and I didn't think she would. She was 21, and my wife is beautiful. She was beautiful then. She beautiful now. You know, and you know, God just he ordained it to happen that way, man. You know, I didn't believe her when she said she wasn't going nowhere. You know, but she stood.
I had interviewed Papoose.
Yeah.
While, I'd interviewed him while Remy was still locked up. How is it maintaining a relationship with a woman for 5 years? Because you see it the other way around, but a lot of times dudes would be like, hey, you're very much an exception of a man who sticks by a woman who goes to prison.
Yeah, you know what it is? The men don't stick by the woman when they go to prison. That's the only reason why people feel like it's so rare. You know, when I go to Rikers Island to visit my homies on the visiting floor, it's full of females with little kids. It's packed. When I go upstate to visit Rim, the visiting floor is deserted. There's nobody even visiting them. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why it's rare, because dudes don't support them. You always hear dudes complaining, yo, when you get locked up, fuck a bitch. A bitch don't hold you down. But it's a penitentiary full of women, and nobody ain't do nothing for them.
I couldn't do what she did, you know, and I tell her that she know, you know, and it wasn't meant for it to be that way. Now, if God would have allowed it, I don't know, but me, as a man, I don't think I could have did it, you know, but in another breath, I stood down when my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer, you feel me? I did that, so no telling what I would have did when you love somebody. You feel me? So she just loved me, man, and she showed me that, and I returned that same favor and showed her that I love her. You feel me? And we continuously growing in love. Can't nothing separate us. We fuss, we get into it. Ain't nothing perfect. We strive for perfection. We still fixing our life.
Right, and you guys were just on Fix My Life.
Yeah.
Yep, that was a good look for y'all.
Yeah. We needed something like that where we could be transparent. You know, we have been invited on few reality TV shows, but the reality shows today, they want to be all about drama. We don't have drama in our life like that. Our life is real. You know, Vlad, me and you had personal conversations, you know, and if I'm going to open up, I want to open up to something that's going to help me. I don't want to be on here and acting like it's something that is not, just for ratings. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? My life is too real. It's enough drama in this realness, you know? And that's what reality TV is all about. And Ms. Iyanla gave us an opportunity. Bro, I cried in front of millions of people. That wasn't scripted. You know, I'm a gangster rapper. He shot 2 police, or he just been in prison, and come home and cry because I was missing something, my daddy. You know, and every man, I don't give a fuck how old you is, if you don't have a father figure in your life growing up, it's gonna affect you down the line, some shape, form, or fashion. And it did to me what it doing to a lot of others. But I just was vulnerable enough to admit it. See, I wasn't in denial that my heart was broke. I felt this way, I felt that way. And it just was so much that was on me, man, when I let it out. When she asked me, tell me when your heart got broke, my heart was broke when my dad and my mama separated. I remember her and my daddy getting into it, and she put him out. But my daddy used to drink a lot. She had every reason to put him out. But that shit affected me because now I'm being raised by a single mama. And she had boyfriends, and I ain't like now one of the boyfriends she ever had in her life. I ain't like none of them, dog. Like, I used to be the mean boy, you feel me? I ain't like none of them. One of them I was about to shoot because he was fighting my mom. I went to the door and answered the door. The police at the door. I have a 22. My mom had a 22 automatic. And the police say, do y'all know this boy got a gun in his hand? I was about to shoot him. I was about to catch a body back then when I saw that man hit my mama, you know. But, man, Man, you need your daddy. You need that father figure. You need somebody to be intimate with. I didn't have that. So at that moment, everything just came out, man. And I just, man, teared up, cried. I told Miss Iyanla, please don't put this on TV. She said, I'm going to let you keep your dignity, you know what I'm saying? And she edited some stuff out because I had tears, crocodile tears. They didn't even put all that out there. But it still was able to get the message across. And I do speaking engagement to this day, man, and I done seen grown men cry just from me telling my story. Cause it's like, man, I done been through a whole lot. And I'm not, you can't say nothing about me that I won't say about myself. So what's next? You feel me?
Well, on the show, you talked about how your dad, I guess, was killed.
Yeah.
He got hit by a car?
Yeah, he got a hit and run. Unsolved to this day, you know?
Yeah.
And man, I ain't lying, man. Like, bro, I had so much bitterness in me towards that. Until it's like, I just had to pray about certain things and let it go, man. Because at first I was like trying to really find out who did it. But then I had to see, well, maybe my daddy was drunk or something and he, you know, brought it on himself. And see, that's what Miss Iyanla brought to the, you know, my attention. What part do you play in this? Because I made it up in my mind, somebody that know me killed my daddy and don't want to come forward because they know it might be consequences. But what if it wasn't that? What if your daddy was, you say he used to drink, didn't you? You feel me? So I had to just look at things a little bit different, and she opened my eyes to a different way of thinking. Because if I'm thinking that way, it make me bitter, man. It make me want revenge. It make me, if I find this out, man, I might be back in the penitentiary.
Well, you talked about when that happened with your dad, you felt like someone may have killed him, and that turned you paranoid, where you wouldn't allow people in your house.
Yeah, still to this day, they can't come. Can't nobody come to the house. Man, I cut my grass, man. I might put one of my wife wigs on or something, one of them big ass grandma hats, that grandma be in churches hats. You know, I be undisguised like a motherfucker. I put on a hood, it'll be 100 degrees outside. I got the hoodie on. I know they be like, man, this nigga here crazy. I only do that for protection, bro. I feel like I have to protect what I invest in. I invest in my family. They come after God. You feel me? So I can't do certain things like I used to do. When I was young, I wouldn't give a damn. So I got to be cautious, and that's what I think it is, more being cautious than paranoid. Only a person that been through a shootout when you was minding your own fucking business. This ain't the first time. This 2 times this shit happened to me, motherfucking, and kicked my door down. I've been in 2 kick doors. So like, damn, this shit happening again. See, people don't know that this shit had happened probably like, I caught that case in January, like in November or December.
Okay, so what happened? I didn't know about the kick.
Yeah,
the
see, I don't talk about that.
That was the police also?
Nah, that wasn't the police. I actually was under the bed in a home invasion, you know, and they didn't know I was in the house. They didn't know, but I'm hearing them talking. I'm hearing them to this day, and I don't talk about it because I don't know who it was. So when this police situation happened, I'm thinking these motherfuckers just following me around because this is in the same city, you feel me? I'm not knowing it's the police for real. Like, the police would never want to believe that, but I'm actually really, truly, God is my witness, thinking they had me jammed up. I couldn't get to no gun when I was under this bed because it would have been the same play, you feel me? I couldn't get to no gun. They home invaded the house and they took all the guns. You know what I'm saying? But this happened right again. It like my life was just spiraling down, man. And it's like God just stepped in, and it was the police, bro. And I didn't get hit. I didn't get grazed. I supposed to be dead, you feel me? But I prayed to God, like, man, I was tired, you know. Thought I was being robbed. That's like a nigga being in the army. He justified if he shoot a motherfucker, y'all gonna give him a medical discharge or some shit. You feel me? But when you in the streets, you ain't justified to protect yourself. Y'all not knowing, man, shit happen to niggas every day. I was a rapper, but at the same time, I still was a fucking victim of a home invasion, minding my business then. So, you know, if y'all come in my house, if y'all knock on my door, I'm wanted in New Orleans, true enough. But don't try to build a case saying, well, he shot us because he didn't want to go to jail. I was facing fucking 2 years. You think I avoid getting a life sentence instead of going to do 2 years? If you were to say y'all was the police, I would open the door in my boxes, you know what I'm saying, like a G, and let y'all in, and y'all would've ran me in, and all this motherfucker wanted from New Orleans, let's take his ass in. Cause you ain't have no AK-47 in the house, and you ain't have no 2 kilos of heroin in the house. But that was the reason y'all came in there, cause I was a rapper. You feel me? And when they came in there, man, they came in there like the robbers, man. And 2 police officers got shot. The guard on his truth. Being scared, you going. If you want to shoot a police, you ain't gonna go in no fucking closet. You gonna shoot through the fucking door. This the police. They bitches ain't coming in the house. They ain't gonna make it. But nah, my wife went under the bed. I went in the closet. We was scared for our life, thinking we was really being robbed. You can look at the circumstances. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna hide from a motherfucker you know you want to kill? What you gonna hide from them from? Shoot before they come through the door.
So this happened in New Orleans?
Nah, in Memphis.
In Memphis, okay. Do you still live in Memphis or no?
Nah, hell no.
Okay, because once
I lived in Memphis for the time I was on paper and stuff, you feel me? But nah, man. Nobody know where I stay. Nobody know where I live, man. If I tell you, man, the whole world gonna know. You need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I ask is because you know how the police are.
Yeah.
Police is just a gang, just like any other gang.
Yeah, they worldwide. So you can't hide
you end
from
up shooting 2 of theirs, so I was just wondering how the police would interact with you these days.
See, God, like I say, everything is happened in God time. So I feel like me talking about, last interview we had, I wasn't open as this talking about it, but I feel like the story need to be told because it was only one way, and that's how it happened, man. It happened like that. I got respect for authority. I'm not gonna disrespect the police. They got a job, they got a family to feed. I salute anybody that's trying to feed their family. But what I don't like is the corruption, which I was a part of. The racial profiling, which I was a part of, the discrimination, what I was a part of. I went through all that. You know what I'm saying? So God took me through it. When these questions come up, I just be transparent and I tell you about it. But I want anybody that's in law enforcement know I don't condone nobody having no shootout with y'all. And I don't condone y'all shooting a motherfucker. Cause y'all scared. It's cool for y'all to be scared and shoot a motherfucker that don't even have no gun. And y'all come in our house, we scared because we live in a fucking in a drug-infested neighborhood and we not justified. We human. We get scared. People might not admit that shit. I was scared for my life. This the fucking robbers. I'ma get him before he get me. It happened to be the police, man, and that was just dead on that.